And so I'm just like, can you sign my boobs? Like, can you sign my tits? Like, can you sign them? He goes, yeah, for sure. Hi guys, so today's video is going to be my first ever storytime video. All my years on YouTube, I've never done a storytime video, so I thought what better way than to do one on the time that I met G-Eazy. And I wanted to wait at least a good month or so before I filmed this video just so that I could tone down my thirstiness. Hashtag control your thirst. For you guys who don't know who G-Eazy is, he's basically the coldest rapper in the game since the one with the bleached hair. True G-Eazy fans will know where I got that statement from, as he's a rapper from Oakland, Cali, the Bay Area, and you guys might be familiar with his song on the radio currently called Me, Myself, and I featuring BB Rexa. That's the song most people know him for, but he was also really famous back in 2014 for his song I Mean It on his These Things Happened album, and then ever since then he's pretty much been evolving over the years, and now he's pretty much mainstream. So yeah, I was really excited to see him, and the weekend that he was releasing the tickets, I knew that I had to get right on it. And originally I was supposed to go see him with a coworker from work, but she ended up bailing on me for jury duty. Who bails on G-Eazy for jury duty? I don't know. I was not missing the opportunity to go with him, and it was getting to the point where I was just like, I will go see him by myself if I have to. Like, I'm not giving up this opportunity to meet him. And that's pretty much what I did. I ordered my meet and greet ticket, and I also ordered my floor seating ticket for general admission, and I was pretty much set to go. I just had to get my outfit ready, and then I was done. If you're ever going to see anybody in concert, make sure your outfit is well in advance planned for. I had my ideal for my outfit ready in my head, and when it came time for me to wear it, the top that I ordered was too small, and by that time it was just way too late for me to order anything else. So then on December 4th, when he released his album, I started to get familiarized with all the tracks. I wanted to know everything so I could turn up when he came on stage. And he ended up going on tour with Marky Basie, Nef the Pharaoh, and A$AP Ferg. A pretty great selection. I wasn't too familiar with Nef the Pharaoh, but I did know who Marky Basie was because they have a couple songs together. And then also Marky Basie's album is just so soulful and sexy anyway, so I decided to listen to that too. So pretty much meeting him and seeing him on tour was going to be the highlight of my winter vacation. I had nothing else planned. This was what I've been waiting for, and it literally took forever for the day to come. So the morning of the concert, I got ready, I got dressed, and where I lived, I had to drive 2 hours to the venue. So that's pretty much what I did. I drive to the venue. I wanted to be there pretty early because I wasn't sure how many people had VIP tickets, and I knew that I wanted to be in the front row. So I decided to get there really early, and I got there around 3:55ish. My meet and greet didn't start until 4:30. I received an email the week of, like 2 days before the concert, telling us what time to be there and everything like that. So when I got there, people were already lined out, and like people had been there since like 10 a.m. like general admission people. So if you ever go to his concerts, go early because literally people are serious about seeing him. So when I got there, I already had my parking ticket because I just didn't want to be bothered with walking and finding a parking space. So I parked my car, and then I sat there for a good like 10 to 15 minutes. I didn't want to be too early, but I also wanted to be there in enough time so that I could know where I was going and everything like that. When I got there, it was like 3:55ish, and then I decided to get out of the car like at 4:05. And good thing I did, because not only was G-Eazy having his own meet and greet tour, the local radio station was also having their version of a meet and greet. So they had people on top of us meeting him. And honestly, please, can someone explain to me why the venue people take their job so seriously? Like, I don't understand it. When I got there, they weren't even letting people go in to use the bathroom. And then like the VIP people were supposed to be like waiting like inside. They made us stand outside the door in the cold. It was freezing, guys. Literally in January, it was freezing where I was. I didn't even have like a jacket or any of that. I didn't want to be bothered with all of that. Plus I knew it would get hot in the venue. So we were all standing right in front of the door, and by that time it was going on like 4:30ish. They still had not let us in, and we were all just like, okay, you know, maybe there's a little bit something going on. We're still standing out there. People are getting impatient and everything. When it's cold out should have been the name of the tour. And then finally around like 4:45, 4:50ish, this black guy who was really chill, and I think he was G-Eazy's tour manager or something like that, he came out and was like, okay guys, so we're gonna get you guys your lanyards, and you guys are gonna get your wristbands, and then you guys are gonna go through security, and then you'll be ready to meet G-Eazy. So we were like, okay, everyone's getting all excited, like, yes, like, okay, like maybe 10 to 15 more minutes and we get to meet G-Eazy. Like, No, not the case at all. So pretty much we had to get our IDs checked, and like people, I felt bad for some people, like they didn't even have their IDs and he was just like sending them away like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I remember this one couple that was standing in front of me, they thought that they had ordered the VIP tickets, but actually there was 2 different types of premium packages, and the premium package that they ordered didn't come with the VIP ticket. It only came with front row access, so they didn't get to meet G, which I felt really bad for. They got to stand in the front row anyway, so it really didn't matter. So when it was my turn to show him my ID, like I went up to him, I showed him my ID. He's like, okay, you're good. And then I went inside and I got like checked with security. So then when we go inside, they like had us standing near an elevator. And I remember this girl was like really cocky about how she was gonna get to meet G-Eazy first because she was in the front of the line, which actually didn't happen because they ended up sending us in the opposite direction. So she ended up at the back of the line. We were like all excited when we got our lanyards. We were taking pictures and everything. And these are what the lanyards look like. They just say when it's dark out, tour G-Eazy ASAP Ferg VIP. So it just has this on the front of it, and then on the back it just has all the tour dates. So really cool. So after everyone's like all situated and everything, they bring us to like this room under like the staircase, like this small room. When we got in the room, they're actually doing sound check. So we heard Marky, Basie, and G-Eazy doing sound check. So everyone's getting like all excited and everything. And like there was like a little door entry in the room, and we were like all standing near it. And then all of a sudden, one of the venue security guards comes in and he starts yelling at us. And he's like, if you guys go near that door, you're out. Like you're automatically out. And everyone's just like, okay, like sorry, we're all just really excited. So by that time it was going around 5:25, 5:30, and still no G-Eazy. And in the room, pretty much it was like G-Eazy's barber who was doing haircuts. He took 2 hours to do 2 haircuts. I don't know how long it normally takes to do 2 haircuts, but he only had 2 kids to do, and like they were literally in there for like a good like hour each, and they were the first ones to go into the venue. So they were in there off to the side, and then they had like the board, the picture board where we stand in front of to take our pictures. They had that up, and then behind that there was like a table with CDs and posters on it, which G-Eazy was going to sign. The black guy brings us in there, and then like he just disappears, like he goes off somewhere. So it's just all these kids and then the venue security. We're all just waiting in there for him. So then all of a sudden these 2 cops come in, and I'm like, okay, are they doing a weed check or a bomb check? Like, what is this? So they were like checking the place out with their canine dogs or whatever, and then they left. And then now by that time it's going on 5:45, still no G-Eazy. And like the question that I had in my head the whole time was like, what were you guys doing all afternoon that you guys needed to do your sound check an hour before the show? Like, really? Black guy comes back in, and he comes back in with DJ Quiz, G-Eazy's DJ, and they come in and they sit down like on the table. And then like a few minutes after that, all of G-Eazy's photographers come in. So there was like Dusty and then a bunch of local Boston photographers who were helping taking pictures out. They came in too. Like, okay, it's okay, maybe he's coming now, we've been waiting for a little bit. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this girl screams so loud, and everyone turns and looks, and G-Eazy's coming in through the back entrance where we were all standing. I'll insert the clip. Oh no! No one knew he was coming. And everyone by that time is just like screaming all excited. He just comes and he's like, hey guys, like what's up? Everyone's getting all excited. Like people are taking out their phones, making sure their makeup's all set. Like people are getting really excited to meet him. Everything just started progressing very smoothly. I think waiting to meet him was actually the longest part of the whole night. Like after that, like everything was moving so smoothly. Everyone was going in, taking pictures, coming out, going in, taking pictures, coming out. And then by this time it's getting to my turn, and I'm freaking out because I need to think of something to say to him. Instantly, I was going to do the thing that him and 10 Westwood did when they did like that point and come here finger thing.
The other night, I was at a party and I said, you, come here. And that was it.
But then I was just like, nah, I'm not trying to get embarrassed, so I decided not to do that. I'm like in front of the curtain, and I'm not actually in the venue yet. I'm talking to one of the kids who got his haircut, like just asking him how long it took and everything like that, just like small talk. So then all of a sudden, one of the venue security guards who was standing in the actual like area where they were taking the pictures opens the curtain, points to me, and he goes, no selfies. And I'm just like, okay. So then he lets me go in, and when I go in, I literally don't remember anybody in the room except for the security guard, Dusty, and G-Eazy. Like, that's all the people that I remember in the room. And I do know that they had like cameras filming and like photographers in there, but I just didn't pay them any attention at all. So when I walk in, G-Eazy's not staring at me. He's still talking to one of the other kids before me. And so I turn and Dusty goes, "Hi, do you have your phone?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And my phone doesn't have a case on it. So when I hand it to him, he goes, "Girl, you gotta get a case on your phone. What you doing?" I'm just like, "I know, like, I'm afraid I'm gonna break in with all of this raging." And he goes, "No, you should be fine, but really, you gotta get a case on your phone." We're just talking like little small talk. Like, G was still talking to this other kid. And so yeah, I'm just like standing there talking to Dusty. Eventually I was just like looking on the floor, like wasn't saying anything to anyone. Look up and G-Eazy's staring at me and he goes, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hi, G," like, "Hi." And so we give each other a hug, which was really awkward because I had my bag in my hand and like it kind of hit him in the butt. So then after that, immediately we take the picture and Dusty's like, "You guys ready?" And I didn't say anything. G was like, "Yeah, we're ready." So then like I put my arm around his waist, which was really skinny. Like, I swear to you guys, he is so skinny and so lanky. And then he put his arm around my waist and we took the picture. And then as soon as we took the picture, Dusty goes, "All right, beautiful." And then G-Eazy goes, "Yeah, beautiful." And I look over and he's staring at me and I'm like, "Thank you, like, thank you." After that, he goes, "What's your name?" And I go, "Hannah." And then he didn't say anything after that. And then I just went to go get my phone from Dusty and I'm like, thank you so much." And then Dusty's like, "Yeah, no problem." So then by that time, and G-Eazy goes back to write on the posters that they were giving away. And I had like my bag in my hand and then I had like my When It's Dark Out CD, not the new one because they gave us a new one too. So I had the old one because I had the fan edition, and when I got it in the mail, it didn't have my name in it, and it was supposed to. So I wanted him to sign it. I wanted him to sign something. So when he's writing on it, I go, "Can you sign my boobs? Like, can you sign my tits? Like, can you?" He goes, "Yeah, for sure. Like, for sure." So he goes to sign them, and like I had the lanyard like on my neck like this, and so as I'm going to like move it away, he also reaches to move it away too, which I should have let him do because I knew he would touch me. But I don't know. I just moved away because I was just really nervous. And so while he was signing, I was just looking at the floor, like not looking at him at all. He kept glancing up at me, but like I wasn't making any eye contact at all. So then after he was done signing it, he like looks back and he goes like that, and I go, "Thank you, like, thank you so much." And he goes, "You're welcome." And then he just turns back to write on the poster, and I was like, like, this guy is so hot. And so because my CD wasn't signed with my name in it, I wanted him to sign something. And the only thing that I could think of so that it just wasn't some random fan was to do a joke on him. If you guys don't know, my name is Hannah, so you can spell it forward and backwards the same way. And so I was like, "Can you sign my name on it?" And he goes, "Yeah, for sure." So he starts to write my name on the poster. And then when he gets to the end, I'm like, "You spelled it backwards." And he goes, "What?" I go, "You spelled my name backwards. Like, you spelled my name back." And he goes, "What?" And then he just looks down at the poster like confused. And then by that time, his security guard comes over and stands near us. So it's G, me, and then the security guards right here. They're all just like looking at the poster, and I feel stupid at this point because they don't get it. Like, G didn't get it. So then the security guard is looking down and he goes, "What are you talking about? You can spell your name backwards and forwards the same way." So I just look up at him and I smile, and then G-Eazy just goes, "Ha," and then he just keeps writing on the poster. I felt so stupid. And then when I looked up, the black guy that was in charge of like the VIP and DJ Quiz were just looking at me like, this dumb black girl, like, what is she doing? So after that, he like, after he was done writing it, he like kind of slid the poster to me, and I didn't say anything else because I was just like really embarrassed for doing that. So then I was just like, thank you so much, like, thank you so much. And he's like, "Yeah, you're welcome, enjoy the show." And this is what the poster looks like. They're all the same. They're just a picture of G-Eazy, and then mine just says, "To Hannah, love G." And I'm so excited about that because I wanted something with my name on it. So then after that, I had to like walk out past DJ Quiz and the black guy, and I had to grab like the new CD. And then after that, I just went back out into the main area where all the other VIP people were. So pretty much when I walk out there, everyone's like standing from the staircase, like getting their posters and stuff ready. The venue security are just getting on our wristbands for the ground floor. And then we're all standing near like this like staircase that leads up into the actual arena. And all of a sudden, another girl screams, and everyone turns and looks, and this time, it was Blizzy and Marty. They were going into the picture room that we all just left, which I was really pissed about because I wanted them to be in there when I was taking my picture, but oh well. And so they were like taking pictures with everyone, and I'm like, oh, I really want a picture, but I don't want to get in a line because I knew that I needed to be in the front row. So I'm like, okay, hopefully I'll be able to take a picture with them later. So by this time of the night, I had not peed the whole time I got there. Since 3 o'clock till the end of the show, actually, I didn't even get to pee. And so we were asking one of the venue staff ladies if we could use the bathroom, like if we would have enough time to use the bathroom before they let us in. She's like, yeah, sure, you should have enough time. Well, she lied, because as soon as we left the line, like, we didn't even get to go and use the bathroom. We were standing outside of the door, and this girl, her boyfriend comes running back to us, and she's like, guys, get back in line. They're letting everybody in. So we all have to run back in line where we were, run up the staircase just to run down another staircase to enter the actual arena. And so I am like looking it, like I am on track mode right now. So I'm running down the stairs so fast. I don't know where the couple was that I was with. I don't know where they went to, but I was like, I need to get to the front of the stage. So as you run down the stage, the venue people are at the bottom checking your wristband. So like I show my wristband, and then I just fly across the room to get to the front of the stage. And by this time, the only people that were in the actual arena were the radio station people, and they're all just laughing at us, but literally it was like do or die, like survival of the fittest. And so I get to the front of the stage, and like I grab onto the bar like this, and I'm like, okay, I did it, I got to the front row. So I was kind of like off to the side-ish, not completely in the center, but like still at the front. It was in the front row, but to the side. And then I turn and I look for the couple that I was with, and they like were like coming, they were walking. I don't know why they were walking, and I'm like, come on guys, like come on. And by this time, this kid like ended up standing next to me. So as soon as they come to stand next to where I was saving them a spot, he like slides into me and moves me out of the way, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, this spot is for them. He goes, oh, I'm sorry. So then we were so close to the front of the stage that the security people let us put our bags over the bar, like right in front of us. And they were just like, if you guys need to get out for any reason, let us know, we'll pull you guys out. And I'm like, will you pull me up into the stage? Like, can you get me on the stage? And he was like, no. So pretty much after all the VIP was let in, all of a sudden you just see a bunch load of people coming in, and that was pretty much all of the rest of the people that were standing outside just coming in trying to find their seats. And then pretty much it was, by that time it was going on like 7:30, 7:35ish, and automatically Marty comes out.
Everybody hands up, hands up, hands up.
And Marty wasn't an official opening act, but he and G are friends, so he opened most of the shows for him on the tour. He comes out and he does like a 10-minute set, and then by that time, everything's like moving progressively. After he comes out, Nepta Pharaoh comes out, and honestly, I don't know any of his songs, so I wasn't like too hyped for him, but he did like a song called Boston, Boston, and yeah. Out, and then after he came out, Marky Vasey came out, and I was just like turned up, like so sexy and so like, I don't know, chill. It's just like a perfect tone. Like, it's kind of like soulful music. And then after that, A$AP Ferg came out, and he brought with him this guy. Oh, what is the guy's name? And he brought with him this guy named Marty, and Marty had like 4 braids coming out of his hair, like this black guy, and he was like dancing all like cool.
get motherfucking ratchet.
And then after ASAP Ferg came out, the production crew like came out and they started removing like the glass speakers and everything like that, getting the set ready for G-Eazy, his like When It's Dark Out tour set up. And there was like a big curtain over it. If you guys didn't think I was hyped for ASAP Ferg when G-Eazy came out, dude, I was at a whole nother level. So all of a sudden they start playing the intro to the album When It's Dark Out. I'll insert a clip. They play the full intro. So they start playing the intro to a song, and then after that, the production people come back out again and they remove the curtain. Again, the intro starts playing, but this time they play the intro into random, and then all of a sudden G-Eazy comes out. Like, yes, and everyone's just like turned up, like, yes. Crowd were so rowdy. I remember at one point this one girl pushed my friend into like the bar and she was like, move. We were both just like turned around and looked at her like, where are we moving to? Like, we're in the front row. Where would you like us to move to? We just like stared at her for a minute and then turned back around like, really? G was like throwing water on us. People were getting pulled out of the crowd because they passed out.
Hands up! Hands up! Let's go! Hands up! Bounce! Come on! Bounce! Come on! Bounce! Come on! Bounce!
Like, it was legit. But pretty much G-Eazy performed, and honestly, if you guys ever get the chance to see him in concert, you need to do so. Literally, he's the greatest performer I've ever seen. And I've seen Drake and people like that, but he's a really good performer if you like his music. So he performed, and then he brought out some black guy. I don't even know who this guy was, from Boston, like, to do a couple songs with him. And I was really pissed about that because if you look at all the other shows, he brought out Chris Brown, he brought out Diddy, French Montana, Mano, like all these people, and I'm like, really, you brought this guy out? Like, I don't even know what his name is. So then pretty much after that, the show was just progressively moving along. I'm gonna try to insert as many clips as I can. My favorite songs that he performed were Tumblr Girls, definitely, and during Tumblr Girls, people were like throwing bras up on the stage, and at first the venue security didn't know like what to do, but then they saw him pick up the bras and put them on the microphone, so they started tossing them up to him too.
I can't stay here harder. Tomorrow act like I don't know her. We'll never be here sober. I can't tell which one is colder. My club is on, we go. Gotta go, that's what I told her. Hey!
And then it got real nasty. People started throwing their thongs up on stage, and people were just like, all you see is like the photographers like dodging and looking down like, ew. I loved when he performed Some Kind of Drug with Marky Basie, but only because during that song we made eye contact. He pointed at my camera. I will insert the clip for you guys.
Don't keep me waiting all night. Come through. The backwater running, fire be burning in my hotel room. Come through. Champagne be popping, system be knocking in my hotel room.
Ever since I met you, you got me changing my schedule. If you ain't know, that's just eventful. And losing this money is dreadful, but believe me, that pussy is special. One of me wants my lunch. Rollie is so presidential. Keep it on while we fuck us, cause I'm missing. Can't take it back. Whiskey straight, ain't chasing that. I'm tasting cat. Since the last time we had sex, honestly, I'm in the best. Feeling this shit got the best. Borderline kinda obsessed, yeah. I'm on some kind of talk, I've been addicted and I cannot find enough. I call you, I'm trying to fuck, I'm home, not till I'm coming out. And we can put out, please do not decide. stirred. Got the drink, got the herb. Tweaking out, I must be cured. The only way I rest assured is if I get my fix. Love the way her dress just slips off her waist, right down her hips. Techniques the best, you know, some tricks. And yeah, I need you now, need you bad. You and me both been feeling bad. I guess what I really mean is.
Also, I liked when he performed You Got Me, Random, one of them. Like, all in all, he's just a great performer. Like, honestly, I would go see him every single time he comes to my area. Like, he's just such a great performer. But also, guys, I'm gonna upload my Snapchat story, which will have the beginning of my day to the end of my day with all the full clips. I'll have it linked somewhere on the screen if you guys want to check that one out. And in honor of G's obsession with black and white, my whole Snapchat story for that night was black and white. Pretty much, I was vibing, like, turned up for him. We made eye contact several times, so insert those clips.
Now instance cause for concern. Like, should I be suspicious? I'm overseas tripping a million miles away, and she's still out in Boston.
Yeah, it was just pretty much the greatest night of my life so far, and I'm so happy that I got to be a part of this When It's Dark Out tour. I'm a little mad though because he's going on tour again for like the festival season and he's not coming to the area, so that kind of sucks. But then after the show, everyone just like dispersed. And me and the couple that I was with, we were like, okay, we need to use the bathroom. That's pretty much what we needed to do first. So that's what I went. I went to the bathroom, and the funniest thing, like when I went into the bathroom, I still had my lanyard on and like G-Eazy's signature, and like people were just looking at me with like envy, and I'm just like, oh, this is the greatest moment right now. And then I went downstairs to like the merch tables. So I got like a few things from the loyalty club, and then I bought like a beanie from G-Eazy's brand. And then as soon as I was like walking away from the table, all of a sudden Marty and Blizzy come back downstairs with DJ Quiz, and I'm like, yes, this is my perfect chance to take a picture with them. So by this time everyone's like crowded around them, and I like move in to like go and take my picture, and I asked this girl if she could take the picture for me, and she was like, yeah, I mean, but I'm kind of leaving right now. And I'm just like, yeah, but you're still standing here, so can you please take the picture for me? She goes, yeah, sure. I like move up to go take the picture with Marty, and I'm like, hey Marty, can you take a picture with me please? He's like, yeah, of course. And then like we're like about to take the picture, and he goes like, I like your little signature, like I like your little thing like that. And I'm like, thank you, tell G he's Picasso. And like I wanted a picture with Marty, and I wanted a picture with Blizzy, and Blizzy was like on his phone, so like I was just like, Marty, can I take a picture with you and Blizzy? And I like point to Blizzy, like I want to take a picture with you, like that. So then he's like, yeah. And so they get off, so it's like Blizzy, Marty, me, and they're like, wait a second, this is uneven, you guys. They're like, you need to get in the middle. So like I go to move in the middle, and then like Blizzy puts his arm around my like shoulders, and like Marty was like standing there, so like I put my arm around his waist, and like we take the picture, and then I was like, thank you guys so much, you guys are the best. And then Blizzy's like, no, you're the best, or whatever, thank you. And I'm like, thank you guys so much. So then after that, all of a sudden security started yelling at people. They're like, get out, stop buying merch, like get out. And I'm just like, really? Like, so then after that, pretty much I left, and they had an after party, but I was just like, I don't know if I wanted to go into that. I already met him, like I don't need to see, like I'm good, like I was really good. I didn't get home till like 4 in the morning, stayed up working on my Instagram feed. By the way, check out my feed on Instagram, you guys. It was lit, if you say so myself. I was so thirsty, I'm not even kidding you. I was liking every pic, tweeting, trying to get noticed. No such luck, but honestly guys, the best time of my life. Like if I could go back, I honestly would. It happened all so fast. The only thing I was really sad about was that I didn't get to take a picture with Mark Ebacy. I don't know where he was. He said that he was gonna be out near the merch tables. He was nowhere in sight. And when I talked to this other girl, she said that she got to take a picture with him, but that he was wicked drunk. So I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. Concerts, man, they put you in such a deep depression. Like I literally had post-concert depression, no lie. They just put you in such a great mood, but then you're just like wishing that you could be there after it's over. And honestly, G, if you ever see this video, just know that I really love you, and thank you for making January 22nd, 2016 the best day of my life. I mean, you could say G-Eazy is her favorite rapper. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go and buy the album When It's Dark Out on iTunes. This is not a sponsored video, but just if you want to listen to some good music, do that. So guys, that pretty much completes my Storytime video. Let me know if you guys want to hear more Storytime videos like this one. I've also met Rigston, and I got to see Miley Cyrus. So let me know down below in the comment section if you want to hear my stories about them. Also guys, make sure you guys comment down below which city you got to see G-Eazy at. I want to hear all of your stories. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Until the next time I'm lucky enough to come back to Massachusetts. Peace and love. Good night.
Know what you like, and I'm the only one that ever should.